If everyone could please stand, our friend Nevaeh, a student here at Hart, is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
You did good.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Kevin Birkin. I'm currently serving as Vice President of Bessie, and it's my pleasure to firstly introduce Dr. Brumley. But before I do that, I just wanted to say how incredible it is that just a few short years ago, when Louisiana was 50th in the nation, and just in those few short years, we could go from 50th to first, is a testament to everyone who is pulling this cart in the same direction. From the governor's office and all that he does in his leadership, the legislature and the laws that they have passed, and also on the money that they have appropriated, such as the high dosage tutoring, my colleagues and me and Bessie that just put our policies together to put kids first, to the best Department of Education in the nation, led by Dr. Kate Brumley. A big round of applause for them, please. The superintendents, who I see several of here are here today, the teachers, the principals, all who have bought into this system to make Louisiana number one. It is a glorious day that God has provided for us, both outside and inside. And it is also a glorious day for us to celebrate Louisiana and its accomplishments here at education leading the way. It is my pleasure to introduce to you, to bring this all about, is our very own, the best superintendent of education in the nation, in my opinion, Dr. Kate Brumley.
Thank you, Mr. Birkin, and to all of our Bessie members who are here with us today. Look, it's fitting to be surrounded by so many of you today with Governor Landry by our side, key legislators here, such as our House Education Chair, Lori Schlegel, such as our Senate Education Chair, Rick Edmonds, the State Board of Education, as I've already mentioned, my teammates at the Louisiana Department of Education, which we are the best team in the entire country, by the way, local systems, advocates, teachers, and because of all you working together, we are benefiting students and we are showing the might of Louisiana. Some of you may have read a book called The Little Engine That Could. And in fact, there may be a copy or copies of that particular book here with us in this building today. But today, I just have a belief that if you open up The Little Engine That Could today, magically, you're going to see a copy of a picture of the state of Louisiana. Because that's who we are. We think we can, we think we can, we think we can, and we have. We have, therefore. You all know the story. In 2019, we were rated 49th in the entire country for educational outcomes. Today, we're ranked 32nd in the entire country for educational outcomes. We've established comprehensive reforms to benefit every student through every single teacher in our state. We've aggressively pursued academic excellence. We've narrowed our focus to continue the work, and we've aligned our funding to promote our priorities. Look, in Louisiana education, we do not give harbor to mediocrity. Instead, we harness excellence every day. Louisiana is no longer about simply being Louisiana believes, but for K-12 education, Louisiana achieves. And now, across the entire country, they're becoming aware and they're calling us here in Louisiana for advice. Today's announcement marks the continuation of that truth for all of us. Further evidence of why other states, north, south, east, and west, are calling on Louisiana as the exemplar for education reform. This morning, researchers at Harvard, at Stanford, at Dartmouth have released the education scorecard for the nation. And it shows the improvement or decline and the degree of that improvement or decline across every state in the country. So put simply, today's announcement for all in attendance ranks number one Louisiana among all states for improvement in K-12 education between 2022 and 2026. A round of applause to all of you. We're first. We're at the top. We are superior. We are the leaders. Specifically in reading, we're number one. Some of you may have heard about our state called Mississippi right beside us, the neighbor state, Governor. They're not number one. They're number 6. So when you hear about the Mississippi Miracle, think about the Louisiana leap that we're making. Just like we've gone back to the basics in reading, we've done the same with math. We want every student to be fluent in math, and because of that, Louisiana ranks number 2 among all states for growth in math. And so you hear a little bit about math in the great state of Alabama, also a friend of ours, but to call them out, the great state of Alabama, Governor, they're number 9 and we're number 2. So overall, Louisiana is doing great work, and first and foremost, that's a credit to the teachers across our great state doing tremendous work alongside their principals, their system leaders, their local boards, and we're so thankful for that. And we know that nothing is more important to a child's academic success outside of a parent than their classroom teacher. And so that's why we have to let the teachers teach and make sure that we support them as they do their job. With these results today, as I've said before, we are indeed pleased, but we're not satisfied. We know that too many students still aren't reading at grade level, too many students aren't doing math at grade level, and too many students are in schools that aren't meeting their needs. And so that's why educational choice also is so important. To the legislators that are here with us today, let's maintain the reforms. Let's make sure we protect the reforms, and let's fund the efforts as we continue to work, such as tutoring for every kid to get a little extra help if they need it, for differentiated pay so that we can target pay in a very precise way to those teachers doing great work for kids, and in the elevation of career and technical education to meet the workforce demands that we're facing in our state with all of the announcements that are coming to Louisiana in terms of economic development. We have to make sure that we have the workforce ready to meet the moment. To our Bessie members, continue doing the right thing. Things are not always easy, and you often get calls to cave in. Thank you for not doing that. I also encourage our Bessie members to not chase shiny things, but just make sure that kids have access to high-quality educational seats with great teachers. And teachers with us today, enjoy your summer break. But then come back as soon as you can. Let's keep the momentum going. You are the reason that we are here today. So, Governor, I think we have proven in the K-12 space that Louisiana doesn't have to be last. Indeed, we can be number 1. And I think you're seeing that in other sectors of the state too. And under your leadership, we know that we'll continue to see great results. I'm so thankful for everyone that's here today. We will hold a Q&A after Board President Simone Champagne makes a few remarks. I'd be happy to answer any questions. But at this time, I'd like to turn the presentation over to my friend, our leader, Governor Jeff Landry. Governor.
Thank you. Where are those young students that were standing back here? There you go. Is it y'all? Y'all come on over. Come see. Y'all come close. Come on. Y'all come on. They had y'all hide in the back. Come on. Okay. Look, make yourself come over here. This side. Come on. This side. Yeah. These people behind think that they're the ones that are important, and it's really y'all. Look, I wanted them up here because I want you to know that what we do, what we stand here today is about opportunity. And it's about these children. It's about the children of Louisiana. This announcement today is a major win for them. It's also a major win for our teachers and for our parents and for our school systems across Louisiana. And before I say anything else, I think we should recognize, of course, some of the leaders who have helped us make this moment possible. Of course, we have East Baton Rouge Parish Superintendent Lamont Cole. Lamont, thank you. Of course, we heard from Superintendent Kate Brumley, who has done an absolutely fantastic job, and the weight of this win is squarely on his shoulders. He continues to push our school systems to make sure that they get the resources and that we, meaning the legislature, those behind us, get out of the way of our teachers so that they can directly impact our children. I also want to thank the Bessie Board who's here today, and especially you can hear from her in just a minute, President Simone Champagne. Their leadership and their commitment to our school system is again what has helped. Also to the legislators who are here today, I want you to know that every one of the policies that continue to lead us in this direction, by the way, I want you to know, have been done with bipartisan support, because education is not a party issue. It's not an economic issue. It is what I call, it transcends everything, because every mother, every parent knows that the educational opportunities that are afforded to their children give them the opportunity to live out their dream. You know, last year, Louisiana ranked first and second in math in 2025's Education Recovery Scorecard, measuring how well states recover from learning loss. And the latest scorecard now shows something even more remarkable, that not only have we been able to leap, but we can hold that standing as well. That means that Louisiana is still leading the nation, this time for growth in 2022. I think that that's important. Look, I was at an event over at the White House the other day, and the president was giving us accolades on Louisiana being first. I want you to know, he was a little shocked. I like it because I get to go back and I get to tell him, guess what? It's not a shock. It's a reality, because y'all continue to do great things, right? Is that right? All right. There we go. We are first among states in reading recovery. We're second among states in math recovery. We're the only state in America to surpass the 2019 levels in both reading and math. Like, let that sink in. How many of you all thought that just 5 years ago we would be here? How many of you all for decades, I mean, Lamont, how long have we struggled in this state to get our educational system right? And I think that that says a lot about who we are. You know, so that means while much of the country is still recovering from learning losses, we're not catching up, we're leading. And I can tell you this, it's coming at such an opportunity time here in Louisiana. Because before, we could have made these great gains, and these great young students could go on to learn and improve their education and to improve skills and go out there and then look for an opportunity to settle down and make a good living and live out their particular dream. And over the last 10, 20, 30 years, if they did that, they ended up living that dream somewhere else. Why? Because the opportunity for them to remain here in Louisiana was not there. So when you think you match the economic opportunity that we're seeing, we've got $100 billion worth of investment in this state right now that now equates to 124,000 new job opportunities at an average yearly salary of over $84,000. These kids get to grow up in a new Louisiana at a time when they are getting the education that they need to be able to match that skill set. So parents out there, if you ever said, you know what, I just don't know if my children are going to have the opportunities that I have. Well, I'm going to tell you what, if you're a parent in Louisiana, these young men and women are going to get an opportunity we have never had. And I think that that's what today is all about. I mean, we've done so many great things. You know, we worked on taking the cell phones out of the classrooms. I know that might be a little sore subject with y'all, but it's great for the teachers, right? We put the 10 Commandments back in the classroom, because I'm going to tell you, if children don't read those 10 Commandments, they unfortunately end up reading the criminal code. And we don't want that. We absolutely don't want that. And I see many people out there, we know that there was a time under which our school system matched our faith in this country as well. And I think that that is important. Why? Because it creates a moral foundation for these kids as well. So, and I will tell you, we passed all of this major, we let the teachers teach project that we put together. For the first time, the legislature and your state government teachers didn't say, we know what's best for you. We said, we want you to come in and tell us what's best for you to interact with your students. Why? Because we want you to concentrate on the basics, on reading, writing, math. And we want to know if meaning your government has been an impediment to you being able to reach those particular goals. You know, I also want to recognize the districts that are leading in this progress across our state in math. These great parishes, Lafourche, St. John the Baptist, Webster Parish, in reading, West Baton Rouge, St. Mark Parish. Man, that's my parish. Concordia. Those parishes are providing what's possible with expectations that are high and the focus to stay where it belongs. And that is, again, on student learning. Look, my mother was a school teacher. She was a principal. She was a basketball coach. She taught in both the public school system and the private school system. And what she would tell you is that while the most important voice in a child's education are parents, the most important person in that child's education is the teacher. And that's something we can't forget. And of course, before I close up, I think it's important for me to go ahead and say this. Look, for each and every one of you out there today, on Saturday, the people of Louisiana get an opportunity to take our teachers off of the political chessboard. We have worked extremely hard. They deserve a pay raise. Don't y'all think your teachers deserve a pay raise? Okay. I do too. I do too. And I will tell you that with a vote of yes on that particular amendment, what that does is it does two things. In one, it stabilizes the teacher's retirement system, which of course, those unfunded retirement debt is not something that I created or the legislators behind us created. But that is problems that we have to fix for you. And we're putting forward those opportunities to do that. And so again, I would hope, my message today to the people of Louisiana is to take a look at the greatness and the great progress that our education here in Louisiana has come forward to, and is now leading in the country, and do us all some great service and to support our teachers and our students on Saturday. Thank you so very much. Congratulations to each and every one of you all. Thank you.